Welcome class to the class of accountancy, and what we are going to see today, we are going to revise few of the questions which is very important from your board examination point of view. So first of all, we will revise with your multiple choice question. What we are going to do, we are going to revise with your multiple choice question. So let me read out the first question which is there on your screen. If a partner withdraws equal amount at end of each quarter, if a partner is withdrawing equal amount at an end of each quarter, dash are to be come for the interest of total drawings. Dash month, which month will come over here? Student, whenever we talk about quarters, basically there are 4 quarters. In a year there are 4 quarters, and in each quarter there are 3 months. Okay, when an equal amount is withdraws on each quarter, it means the amount is withdrawn 4 times at the end of each quarter. Alright, so there is a formula for this. To calculate the time period, there is a formula. That formula is time left after first drawing and the time left after second drawing, that will be divided by 2. This is the formula. So the class, in this, how this 9 came, that we have to understand. When a partner is withdrawing at the end of each quarter, see, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. It means for the first time when the partner will withdraw the amount, he will be withdrawing at the end of April, May, June. At the end of June he will withdraw. So for the first quarter, no interest will be paid. Alright, now count out the month. How many months will be remaining after the first quarter? Basically 9 months will be remaining after first quarter. And how many months will remain after the end of last drawing? Basically 0, because when the last time the partner is withdrawing the amount, that will be on 31st March 2000. Take it as 21. Alright, so in this case it will come 9 plus 0 divided by 2, so 4.50. So your answer will be 4.5 month. I hope the first question is clear to you. Okay, so I hope the first question is clear to you. Let us move on to our next question. TDS refers to relating to debentures interest. Now in this question, now the student, in this question we have to write the full form of TDS. So basically when we talk about TDS, the full form of the TDS will be tax deducted at source. So this one will become your right answer. Which one will become your right answer? Tax deducted at source will become our right answer. So let us move on to our question number 3. Basically in this question it says that we, S and T are partners in a firm with a profit sharing ratio. Profit sharing ratio is 3:2:1 respectively. Extract of balance sheet is given, and in this the workman compensation reserve is given to us. And the workman compensation reserve is basically 48,000. Okay, so let us see what the question is asking. At the time of retirement, if liability for the workman compensation extent of 24,000, okay, then at what amount will the workman compensation reserve will be shown in the new balance sheet? Okay, so now see, we are having 48,000 as a workman compensation reserve, and in this class if you will see, a liability has created for the workman compensation reserve, that is of rupees 24,000. So the remaining from the 48,000 you will subtract this 24,000. This liability will be subtracted, and the remaining balance, that is of rupees 24,000, that will be shown on this. So for this your answer will become 24,000. I hope this point is clear to you. Now you can see over here the hint is also given to you, that is workman compensation reserve to the extent of liability is 24,000. That is to be created for the compensation claim, because the claim has occurred for 24,000. Okay, so the balance that will be shown is rupees 24,000. Alright, Now move on to our next question, that is the share of premium for the goodwill brought in by new partner is divided in which ratio? It says that when the new in case of admission, the share of a premium of goodwill bought in by the new partner, when we are talking about new partner, it means this is the case of admission. In case of admission, the goodwill will be divided between the old partners. What is the reason for that? Because the old partner, they have sacrificed their share of profit in favor of a new partner. When the old partner has sacrificed the share of profit in favor of new partner, it means what? The new partner will bring goodwill which will be given to the old partners for the sacrifice made by the old partners. So in this case, it will be given in the sacrificing ratio. I hope this answer is clear to you. Now let us see our next question. It says that calculate the interest for the year 2020 when 6% debenture are issued 20 lakh at rupees 100 each. Okay, so your debenture, this is the loan amount which is given to you. This will be percentage at which you have to calculate. When you will calculate 20 lakh for 6%, it will come to 1 lakh 20,000. So your answer will be 1 lakh 20,000 in this case. Okay, let us move on to our next question. That is, it says that when debenture amount is received in lump sum, dash is created with the bank. What is created with the bank? Okay, so when the debenture amount is received in lump sum, means at the time it is received, so debenture application and allotment will be created with the bank. What will be created? Class, debenture application and allotment account will be created. Okay, now let us see our next question. The receipt and payment account shows what does it shows? Cash means what does the receipt and payment account shows? Whether it shows income and expenditure account, whether it shows profit and loss account, whether it shows cash receipt and cash payment, or saving and deficit. We always know that the receipt and payment account is a summary of a cash book. Okay, so what the receipt and payment account will show? It will show cash receipt and cash payment. All right, so let us move on to our next question. That is, Junjun, a partner paid loan of the firm of rupees, that is 1 lakh at the time of dissolution. We know very well what is the meaning of dissolution. What is dissolution? Dissolution is a condition where the firm is going to be closed. Okay, dissolution is a condition where the firm is going to be closed. So if the firm is going to be closed, what we have to do? So we have to give a journal entry for that case. So Junjun, a partner, paid a loan of the firm. Okay, whenever any liability which is taken care by the partner, in that case the capital of the partner will increase, and when the capital of the partner will increase, it means your journal entry will become realization to Junjun's capital account. So your option 3 will be the right answer in this case. Okay, now let us understand the fund raised by non-profit organization for its operations are credited to. Okay, non-for-profit organizations, whenever they are raising the fund for their operations means for their activities. So where it will be credited, whether it will be credited to capital fund, whether it is created to journal fund, whether it is created to reserve fund of bank, both A and B. See, whenever the fund is raised, it could be of both the things. It could be of the capital fund or it could be of journal fund. So whenever the NPO is raising the fund, your answer can be capital fund as well as journal fund. So in this case, both A and B will come. So that will become your right answer for this. So let us understand our next question. That is, A and B are two partners. A and B are two partners. They are sharing the profit in the ratio of 2:1. Now, a new partner is admitted for 1/4 share. At the time of admission, the loss from the revolution is 9,000. Pass the necessary journal entry for the distribution of the losses between the partner. Okay. Now, class, one thing we should understand in this. What we should understand in this, in case of admission, when the new partner is coming, whatever which is there in the old balance sheet, that has to be revalued. For getting those things to be revalued, we prepare the revaluation account. Okay, when we prepare the revaluation account, either the profit will come or the loss will come. Since these things we are revaluating before the admission of a new partner, so efforts are made by the old partners. So whatever will be the result or whatever will be the outcome, whether it is profit or it is loss, that outcome will be given to the old partners only, and that will be given in the old ratio. So when the revaluation account are prepared, they have got the loss. In case of a loss, the partner's capital accounts reduced, and when the partner's capital account is reduced, the partner's capital account is debited. So you can see over here it is 2:1. So for this 9,000, 2/3, when you will cancel it out, it will come 6,000. So you can check it out. These two capital accounts are being debited to revaluation account. So in this case, what you can write? You can write A's capital account debit, B's capital account debit to revaluation account, and the amount which will you show is 6,000, 3,000 and 9,000. I hope this point is clear to you. So the class, in this case, which will be the right answer? Which will be the right answer? So your option A will be the right answer. Now let us see our next question, that is filling the blanks. Okay, we have to see filling the blanks. Here each statement is incomplete due to one missing word. You are required to fill that missing word. Revenue payments are of dash nature. See, when the word revenue comes, it means it is in recurring nature. Okay, so what will be the word missing over here is recurring. The word recurring is missing over here. All right, the maximum number of it says that the maximum number of members in a private company can have, so the limit is 200 for that. So this is the point which you should remember in that. Now, how are the following items presented in the financial statement of a not-for-profit organizations? Okay, it says that there are these two items which is given to you. Okay, these two items which is given to you. Now it is asking us how these items will be shown in the NPO. This is the sports fund. Okay, in case of sports fund, the fund the fund which the NPO has received. This fund is basically utilized for sports activity. Other than that, this fund cannot be utilized. Okay, so as we already know, when any fund is given for a specific purpose, that will come on the liability side. So this sports fund will be shown on the liability side as 40,000. All right, and if any losses will take place or any expenses will come, not loss, any expense will come. Loss is an incorrect word, sorry for that. Okay, when any expenses will take place, that expenses will be subtracted from that particular fund. Any income will be derived, so that income will be added to that particular firm, and whatever will be the outcome, like 40,000, 20,000, you got an outcome of 19,000, you will present this information like this. I hope this point is clear to you. Okay, I hope this point is clear to you. Okay class, so let us understand our next question, which is for 3 marks, and that is the question number 14. Surinder, Ramesh and Naresh and Mohan, they are the partners in a firm, they are sharing the profit. This is the ratio they have given. And this is the case of retirement. And when he was retiring, Naresh is retiring, the goodwill stood as 2,60,000. Now, Surinder, Ramesh and Mohan, they decided that their future profit will be this much, equally, means 1:1:1. Now we have to give a journal entry for the treatment of goodwill without opening the goodwill account. Now the class, now we have to understand, as in case of retirement, when the partners retires, as in case of retirement, when the partners retires, the remaining partner profit sharing increases. Okay. So because the retiring partner is retiring from the business, so the retiring partner will be termed as sacrificing partners and the continuing partner will be termed as gaining partners. Okay. So in this case, we have to give a journal entry. For this, we need to calculate what is the gaining ratio. Out of these three partners means Surinder, Ramesh, Naresh, Mohan. When the Naresh is taking retirement, these three partners, what are their gaining ratio? And whatever will be the gaining ratio, from this 2,16,000, we will calculate the amount of goodwill which will be paid to Naresh. And Naresh share is, in this case, will be 2 upon 2 plus 1 plus 1, 5 plus 1, 6. So we will calculate the amount of goodwill which is being paid to Naresh. Okay. So like that we will calculate, and whatever the amount we will get, this will be distributed by the continuing partner in the gaining ratio. As in this case, retiring partner is getting the goodwill amount, so retiring partner's capital account will be credited because their capital account is increasing in this case, and we can say that the remaining partner, the continuing partners, they are paying the amount of goodwill, so what we can say that their capital is getting reduced. So in this case, I hope you have understood what will be the journal entry. When the capital is reduced, it should be debited. You should always remember, whenever the partner's capital is reduced, it will always be debited. So let us see. You can see over here the calculation for this. The formula for the gaining ratio is new share minus old share. So this is the normal LCM method that they have done. In this case, Surinder is gaining nothing, so Surinder will not pay anything. Ramesh and Mohan, they are the gaining partners and they are gaining in the equal ratio. So we have to calculate what amount does the Narendra will get. So as I have told you, 2 upon 6, 2,16,000, 72,000 will get. And who is compensating? Continuing partners is compensating, Ramesh and Mohan is compensating. So in that case, this account will be debited and this account will be credited, and this is how the journal entry will be made. Alright class, okay. Let us see our next question, which is there on the screen. What is this? X and Y, they are the partners. They are the partners whose profit sharing ratio is 4:3:2. Alright. What is their profit sharing ratio? Their profit sharing ratio is 4:3:2. On 1st April 2017, Y gave a notice to a retirement from the firm. X and Y decided to share the future profit in the ratio 1:1. The capital of X and Y after all adjustment shows a balance of 21,500, 42.50. The total amount to be paid to Y was this much. The amount was to be paid by X is this much and this much. It is given, pass the necessary journal entry. It says that. Okay. Let me explain you this question. This is how it should be presented. Okay. After all adjustment, their capital stood at this much. So for this, we will make an entry cash account debit to X Capital to Z Capital, they are the remaining partners in the business. Okay, then Y Capital to cash, because as you can see over here, after all adjustment, what is the balance stood at 21,540,250. Okay, so that is the way we will present this answer. Okay, I hope till question number 14 we have covered. Okay, so these are some important questions which is very important from your examination point of view. You can prepare these questions like in the same manner in your exam the questions will come. Okay class, thank you so much.